Good afternoon from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It's Ryan.
And Brie.
And on today's adventure, we're going into the Alamo Steakhouse here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We'll give you a look at what the inside of the restaurant is, and we'll go over everything on their menu. We're here in January, so they have a buy one, get one meal for free special going on. So we're gonna get two separate meals, and we'll tell you what our favorite thing to order at this particular steakhouse in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So it is really cold. We're gonna head inside and bring you along with us. Without further ado, let the adventure begin. So we've parked right along the road here. You can see the Alamo Steakhouse sign, and we're gonna walk to the front of the Gatlinburg location. So we go down these steps. There is some handicap parking if you need to park closer and you can't do these stairs, but it is a nice little walk across this little creek to the restaurant, which is pretty busy during their buy one, get one free special they run in January. If there is a long wait, you can actually come out here and sit on these benches waiting for your table to be ready. But this is our first time to the Gatlinburg location. We've been to the Pigeon Forge location a number of times. Check this place out as we go inside. You got a big giant cow. You got a welcome to Alamo Steakhouse, and whatever special they have for the day. Today it's the buy one and get one special. And every year the dates may change, but it's January 6th through the 24th this year that we're utilizing. So once you're inside the restaurant, you can check in. They don't do reservations except for private parties of 2, which you can do on their website or if you call them. Otherwise, everyone else is walk-in, which is what we did. We walked in, got our name in.
They said 20 minutes.
While we're waiting, I figured I'd give you a quick look at the restaurant. They do have this bar area and one TV, so if it is a busy time of the year or busy time of the day, you can always come up here and utilize this bar while you're waiting as well. From the area where you check in to the bar straight down the hallway, just wanted to give you a look at one of the sections of the restaurant, just the way that it's laid out and the types of tables that they have here. If you are here with someone, I did want to show you this little area of the restaurant back here, which does have some private seating, which is kind of nice. I don't think we're going to eat here tonight. I'm going to go where there's a little more lighting so you can see, but nice little place for a date night or anniversary, tucked away back here at the Alamo restaurant. So while we're waiting, I went ahead and grabbed a dinner menu. It's served from 3 to close. Here's a look at some of their starters. Brie, any of these stick out to you?
Those horseradish Parmesan prime rib strips look pretty yummy.
Here's a look at the soups and salads that they serve. Looks like most of them about $6, $7. They also have some with chicken for $15 or $16. Here at Alamo, they serve beef, and more beef. All dinner entrees come with a choice of salad and a choice of a side. We just ran into our neighbor and he really liked the porterhouse.
El Presidente Porterhouse.
Ah, the El Presidente Porterhouse, $42, so that's a maybe. We have had their filet that comes in at $38. That was really good last time. They also serve up some chef's selections, and all of these entrees come with your choice of a salad and one side item. Any of the chef selections stick out to you, Brie?
That horseradish Parmesan filet is actually sticking out to me, so I'm kind of in a toss-up because I always usually like the blue cheese crust on a steak. I don't know, maybe we'll have to get one of each and share.
You can order chef's additions from grilled asparagus to button mushrooms. They also have some chicken and pork options from oak-fired pork chops to Santa Fe chicken dinner, teriyaki chicken dinner. And if you're looking for a gluten-free or vegetarian option, they do have a vegetable plate for $16 and you get 3 side items and a salad. But they do serve up some seafood from their bacon-wrapped shrimp dinner, which is what our waiter just actually recommended he really liked. They have oak-fired salmon, Padre Island fried shrimp dinner. Interesting.
I still think, man, you come to a steakhouse, if you're a steak eater, you gotta get a steak.
Indeed. Their sidearms or their side items come in at $4. Mashed potatoes, baked sweet potatoes, steamed broccoli, french fries, rice pilaf, Alamo potatoes.
Yum, so good.
Those Alamo potatoes are really good. I do remember those. I think we might have to get those.
Definitely.
Sweet and spicy Brussels sprouts, creamed spinach, sauteed mushrooms, and onions. Fountain soda, iced tea, and lemonade come in at $3.50. You can also order coffee, hot tea, or hot chocolate for $3.
Drinks, beers, wines, probably anything you need to wet your whistle.
Indeed. As you look at the dessert menu, you'll see they have a chocolate burrito for $8, a New York style cheesecake, chocolate cake, killer key lime pie.
Killer key lime pie, which is what our neighbors brought home. So it must be amazing.
And they have a pineapple upside down cake.
Not your grandma's pineapple upside down.
It says that on the menu?
It does.
I missed that. So I know we still need to order our entrees, Brie, but if you were on the spot and you had to pick one of these desserts, what are you picking?
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake?
But I'm a chocolate person.
I think I'm gonna come join you on that side of the table. Well, I think you want what I want. I think we want the same thing.
What do
So we
you-
have to get something different.
What do you want?
Well, as we walked in, ran into my neighbor and he was adamant, like the porterhouse is the move. El Presidente Porterhouse, a house specially fit for king, president or general, a fillet and a strip, all in one 20-ounce cut. I'm so curious how this is supposed to look like. I always get a fillet. I don't think I've ever gotten a porterhouse anywhere.
What about sides?
I sat on this side and I figured you could sit on that side for the video. Is that gonna work?
No, I wanted that side.
Okay. Oh, to eat sides. We have had their Alamo potatoes, and I remember I love those things.
They're so good.
I feel like that's one of the sides we have to get.
Absolutely.
Cream spinach, you're always a fan of.
I was thinking that might be the other one.
So they have a prime rib for $36, but you know, honestly, I'm not a huge prime rib person. I'll take a filet over a prime rib almost every time, but I have heard people who do like prime rib, their prime rib is pretty good. Should we just get 2 porterhouses, was what you're thinking?
I have questions for our server first.
Okay. The porterhouse contains a fillet,
It has a
right?
fillet in
Cut?
it, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Can we do one with the horseradish parmesan and then one with the blue cheese crumbles?
What is the soup de jour? Soup of the day. Chili.
But there's also the crab soup too, right? Is that good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You pick a salad, not it. Go ahead, pick a salad.
I would pick probably the wedge salad.
Wedge? Let's
Yeah.
wedge it up. Pray real quick. Thank you for all this food we're about to have. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 1 porterhouse left.
One porterhouse. Okay, we'll just make the horseradish parmesan, the filet, and then do the blue cheese on the porterhouse.
We're getting the last porterhouse in the house. No high expectations here. Gotta lower them. And then so you can meet it and exceed it. Our neighbor talked up the porterhouse, so
Glad you're getting one.
well, we're sharing.
Yes.
We're sharing both of the things, whatever
We're
else
getting-
you swapped it with. Horseradish.
The horseradish parmesan filet.
So he's going to bring us some bread and butter. They do have some Alamo steak sauce. To me, if a steak is done really well, you don't need this stuff.
Nope.
So we're gonna see if I need to actually reach over and grab this later. Maybe not so on the porterhouse. The other one has some good stuff on it too that you swapped it out for.
Yeah.
They both should have. One has blue cheese and one has horseradish.
I don't think you're gonna need the steak sauce.
I don't think we're gonna need it, but it's there. Salt, pepper. Oh, I guess I should get this ready since we have our food incoming. So he said this is like a cinnamon.
honey
Butter?
cinnamon butter.
So we'll see how this compares to Texas Roadhouse.
Yes.
This is like Christmas in January. This is exciting. Bread rolls, and here, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Bread is really soft.
Yes.
So we were just at Texas Roadhouse last month, and I feel like this cinnamon butter is right up there with it.
I actually think this butter is better.
Better. There is a more real butter taste to this than what they give you at Texas Roadhouse, which is full of all sorts of, I'm sure, artificial goodness. That's delicious, but yeah, this is really nice bread and butter. I like this a lot. It's good. It's growing on me with every bite.
Yes. I think it's better than Texas Roadhouse.
When you order an entree, you get to pick a soup or salad. So we got one salad and a soup. We're gonna kind of share these. Here's a look at the wedge salad. I'll give you a closer look at in a second. We're gonna try that out, and I am not going to do that with this soup. It is really hot, and I'll probably pour it over on the other side of the table, but I'll give you another look at it in a second. But nice hot French onion soup. Start with a salad.
Yeah.
Wedge
Let the soup
salad.
cool.
There's all sorts of good stuff on this.
We got blue cheese, red onion, bacon, and then they put not only blue cheese dressing, but like a Catalina French dressing on top too. So I think that'll be unique because it'll add a little sweetness. This is the only thing about a wedge. You gotta like cut your own salad. A chopped wedge. That would be a great idea. Okay. It's not really a wedge then, I guess.
True.
Some lazy chef invented this.
I think so.
Just give them half a head of lettuce.
Just cut it in half, throw it on the thing, and sprinkle some stuff on top. Send it out. It's a way to get things out of the kitchen a lot faster if you think about it.
Yeah, somebody's back there just chopping the iceberg in half.
Yeah, I get a little bit of everything. Try to. There's all sorts of good stuff on here. Ooh, a little piece of blue cheese. I think I got a good amount of everything.
Yeah,
decent
gotta
amount.
get the variety, right? Make sure you got some bacon. I really like the addition of the Catalina dressing on there. That's a nice touch that balances out all those really, rich flavors with the blue cheese and the bacon. I really enjoyed that.
I haven't had a wedge salad in a long time, and I don't know why it's so simple, but yet it's so good. I always enjoy a wedge salad, and this one in particular is really good. I like Catalina, and this is perfect with the combination of everything that I've tried. I like it a lot. The only downside is as you do work on this thing, you want to make sure you don't get to the bottom where it's just a piece of lettuce and everything else is gone. So we got to kind of like manage our way through this thing.
This is coming from the man who puts his salad in a giant Tupperware and shakes it evenly with the dressing to make sure every bite has equal dressing.
I always get something, and when a salad is made at our house, I put it in, and I like to shake it and make sure it's all evenly distributed.
Like the old McDonald's salad shakers. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm still really liking this bread. So good.
I think we're gonna have leftovers to take home. Still cutting the salad.
Where did we have French onion soup recently? Was that
The
Pottery House?
Yeah.
Which is really good at the Pottery House. Let me see.
Well, that's some good cheese.
Yeah, it's a good amount of cheese here. Micah would be thrilled. Do a little spoon chop there. All right, let me try. Well, what do you think of the French onion soup?
I think the French onion soup is really good. It's very flavorful. The melty cheese is there. The bread is good inside the soup. It's delicious. Not sure it beats Pottery House.
I was going to say the same thing. I think we just recently had that. It's still my favorite. And so it's going up against that. It's not that it's bad at all. I just still like the French onion soup at Pottery House just a little bit more. But this is fantastic, especially on a cold evening like it is tonight. So the question is, what would you rather have if you can only have one, the wedge salad or the soup?
Honestly, I like them both so much. It would just be, what mood am I in? Soup or salad?
True. Can't go wrong with either of these two as your side with your entree. Soup or salad. The soup of the day was, again, chili. So there might be some different options that you can pick from. But can't go wrong with the French onion soup.
Are you watching to make sure I don't take all the cheese? I'm going to leave you some.
No, I'm just thinking, I do like French onion soup, but there's a lot of work involved with manipulating that top layer of cheese.
It's like the wedge salad. You got to evenly distribute it.
We did pick the items that require the most work,
Yes, we did.
but it's worth the work. The reward is great.
Exactly.
I think I do like the wedge a little bit more than the soup,
Really?
but maybe that's because that's the way I'm feeling today.
Yeah, it's true.
I really like this Catalina sauce.
You're in a salad mood.
Oh, it's so good.
I said, where's all the blue cheese?
What happened?
What happened to the even distribution?
The blue cheese is gone? Nope, there's one right there. Blue cheese, I see it. It was there all along.
Wow.
Thank you. So we have our entrees, and which one is this? The horseradish.
Horseradish Parmesan filet.
So, and then this is the Alamo
Potatoes.
which have some peppers and potatoes. I remember I liked these a lot last time.
They're amazing.
So this is the porterhouse.
Last one in the house.
Oh, you have to whisper that. The last one in the house. Yeah, they tried to order one, and he said they're all gone. And the other side that we ordered is their creamed spinach. So where do we start?
Let's start with the porterhouse. I believe this is the filet.
All right, how about I'll work on cutting a piece of that. You work on 2 pieces of this and you cut 2
Okay.
pieces of that, and then we'll
Sounds good.
try each.
Oh,
Oh, it's tender.
very tender.
So it's the sirloin side with blue cheese crumbles on top.
Yes.
Okay, let's try it out. That was actually a lot more tender than I thought it would be. So I'm curious to try the filet side. This is my piece right here?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure I got some blue cheese crumble.
Yes.
We didn't get enough blue cheese in the salad, apparently. I don't know what happened to it all. We'll try this in a second, but what do you think of the porterhouse?
I'm so glad our neighbor introduced us to the world of porterhouse because I always order a filet, but this now I get a filet and a sirloin, and it's delicious. This was fantastic, full of flavor.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a wood-fired taste to this steak. You can get it with a number of different toppings. We chose blue cheese, but I think even if you had no toppings, there's no way that I would need to reach over and grab this. Just the steak itself is very tender. It's very juicy. We asked for it medium, so before you roast us in the comments as though the only way you should eat a steak is completely rare and red, we're happy with medium. So I think it was cooked well. It tastes fantastic. And I think we need to try this one and compare, because this is a horse. I don't like this. Is one of those words I just don't. I can say it, but I get tongue-tied on it.
Horseradish Parmesan
Yes.
filet.
All right, let me get you a piece here.
And also, I mean, we'll try that one, but this one was seasoned so well.
Oh yeah.
And so tender, so good.
Cut myself a little tiny piece. Horseradish. Horseradish.
Parmesan.
Listen, how did horse ever come into the name?
How did radish?
It's has nothing to do with a horse and nothing to do with a radish.
Although I think it is a root like a radish, so maybe that's why. But I don't know where the horse came in.
All right, let's see what you picked this one out, so let me try it out. So they are both essentially a filet. Brie, what do you think of this one with the horseradish sauce on it?
Horseradish Parmesan?
Yeah, that. What do you think?
I actually prefer the blue cheese and I prefer the porterhouse. So it's good, but I would definitely pick this over that.
So I think it comes down to a preference. If you want horseradish on your steak or on your filet, you could get that. I think I like blue cheese a little bit better, but again, I think you could get no topping and just get this porterhouse. And I think it would be fantastic, and you wouldn't need the steak sauce at all. I really like this porterhouse. I think between the two, if the porterhouse is available, if someone doesn't take the last one, porterhouse is the move. I mean, again, what do we say? What, another $4?
Yeah, and you get a whole sirloin with it.
Alamo potatoes.
Right.
This is the no cholesterol version, right?
This is the eat them once a year.
So I really like these Alamo potatoes. I think they're seasoned and cooked very well. I would prefer these to a baked potato because you just have everything all mixed in real well. I love how these onions and peppers are sauteed in here. And this is probably one of my favorite sides if I come to Alamo.
Yeah, these Alamo potatoes are delicious. They're fried potatoes. How can you go wrong, right? And then you have all the seasoning and the peppers. Really good.
So I think we should try the cream spinach.
Yes.
Somebody just sat on some tables over there and they asked for the porterhouse and he says, "We are out of the porterhouse." And he gave a loud, "Oh man," as I shrunk into my seat.
Apparently that's the secret that we didn't know about. Now we do.
What do you think of this cream spinach?
I think it's good. I think it's flavorful. It's creamy, but not over creamy. So it's good.
If I were here and could only pick one side, I'd still go with the Alamo potatoes. Not bad, but these are still my favorite.
Well, let's enjoy some more porterhouse.
One second.
Filet. You should text Craig and tell him we got the last porterhouse.
We got the last porterhouse. Texting my neighbor.
So as we cut into the horseradish Parmesan filet, we realized that it was actually more on the well done side instead of medium. So we asked our server, hate to send food back, but he was like, no problem. And so they brought us a fresh one. It looks cooked perfectly, very nice. So we're gonna give it another try because I think
Yeah, that's definitely a little bit better on the medium side. The other one was pretty much cooked all throughout. So the staff is great here. Happy to accommodate to make sure the steak is the way you want it. So you want to give this one a try?
I think we need to give it a try
Second
because
try.
a second try because if you have a steak not cooked the way you like it, then of course it's not going to be your favorite, right?
Yeah.
It's not a fair review that way.
Obviously the porterhouse is number one, but let's see if we give this guy another shot.
So now that we've had the horseradish Parmesan filet with a medium cooked steak, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
That is tender and delicious, and I really enjoyed that. I think I still like the blue cheese topping, and I like the porterhouse better, but that's quite delicious. If you're a fan of filet, if you're a fan of horseradish and Parmesan, you'll really enjoy that.
I was going to say the same thing, that it is much better now that they've cooked it more to what we were aiming for, but I'd still go with the porterhouse. If that's not available because someone takes the last one, then you can still get the filet, and I would still pick the blue cheese topping. But again, as I said before, no topping needed. This is cooked so well. It's juicy. It's a fantastic steak. I think I'm almost full.
I am full.
Oh, everything's been so good.
We're gonna have leftovers.
We are definitely going to have that. Micah is going to be so excited to have some steak. Micah loves steak.
Yeah.
So he's got some good steak leftovers coming his way.
The question is, do we take some dessert home?
I don't know that I can eat any dessert tonight,
Well, that's true.
because you can order dessert to go.
The only thing you probably wouldn't want to take is that
Burrito?
chocolate burrito because it has
Yeah.
ice cream and it's deep fried and stuff. I am so full.
I'm full as well, and I feel really bad because the guy who's asking for the porterhouse is wearing a Bears shirt, Chicago Bears. They've had a rough year.
Now he didn't even get his porterhouse.
No playoffs, no porterhouse.
Poor guy.
We're Chicago Bears fans. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just did what my neighbor told me. Now we just sit here and stare at our food and wait for to-go boxes. Just keep looking.
We're in like the food coma.
They do serve coffee. Oh, that was so good. I had like a smidgen of a protein shake, and then I spilt it all over the car.
You did?
I did. I cleaned it up while you were inside. Anyways, so I had a little bit of a protein shake, and then I was trying to get in the car, and I got it. She didn't even notice. Obviously, it was everywhere, and it was a mess. But that's all I had today. And this is almost an OMAD, one meal a day for me. And I am not disappointed that we went here and got these two steaks. Oh, so good, so good. So it is actually really cold outside, so I think we should wrap up our video here while we're waiting for to-go boxes.
That's a good idea.
As far as overall experience, out of 10, what would you rate this place?
I guess I would give it a 9 only because we had to send our steak back to get it recooked. But then you want to bump them up to a 10 because they took care of us, you know? So
True.
I don't know. What do you say? It's hard to get a 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 is tough, but it's definitely north of 7.5, 8. I'm always, I think I'm right there. I said north of 7.5. I didn't say 7.5. I like to be thoughtful. I don't want to just, 10. Ooh, food good, 10. I try to think about it, but all that to say is, I mean, it's up there at a 10 during this January special because we're buying one and we're getting one free. So when it comes to value on this special, it's the best deal in town. That's why this place is very popular tonight. But even if it's not a special night or you don't have any form of discount, I feel like the quality of steak that you get is absolutely fantastic. Every steak that I've ever gotten, both at this location and the Pigeon Forge Alamo, have always been top notch. So I've never had a bad experience at Alamo. And I know a lot of people like another steakhouse in Gatlinburg that rhymes with Medler. Won't name it, but that being said, that's not a bad place either. I, in fact, love their salad bar, their whole layout. It's not a bad steak, but I just feel like I've had steaks at that place and this place pretty close together last time, and I did like this one a little bit better. It had that more wood-fired taste to the steak. I'm
gonna have to just disagree with you. I like the steak here a lot better than at that other place. I like the salad bar there. but I feel like the steak, hands down, here is better. No question.
Now, I will say, I don't know if I can still say this is the best steak in Gatlinburg because I feel like that still goes to the Greenbrier. But I will say the Greenbrier is going to be a little more expensive than here, especially with this BOGO deal. But even if you don't have a BOGO deal, I feel like the Greenbrier starts to get up there a little more.
Maybe you need to take me to the Greenbrier again because I feel like the steak is better here.
I think we do need to go to the Greenbrier again soon. We have been in the Greenbrier. That is down at our video library. It's kind of off the beaten path. It's a really nice steakhouse here in Gatlinburg. We have enjoyed that. But again, this is fantastic. I know a lot of people say the best steak you can get, go to Texas Roadhouse. And Texas Roadhouse does have some good steaks and good value for the money. For the money,
yes.
A lot of people in different Facebook groups are like, Texas Roadhouse, best steak for the money. But I feel like this is right there behind it as far as what you're paying for in a tourist location, in a tourist town. I'm really happy with what we got and what we paid for. So I would definitely come back here again.
I'm just thinking through all the steak places in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. And I would say my favorite is one in Pigeon Forge. But in Gatlinburg, if you're wanting to stay in Gatlinburg, I think that this is your best steak.
It's really good.
And I'll just say, even if you don't have a BOGO special, you get a lot of food for what you pay for, where I think some places it's more of an a la carte ordering. And so I think you get a lot for your money, and everything has been delicious.
So the filet was 40 and the porterhouse was 44. So since it's buy one, get one, our total bill should be, he hasn't brought it by yet, but it should be $44. It's going to be the higher of the two items. But I'll tell you what, we could come here, just order at the porterhouse, and we could split that between getting the soup or salad, the side that comes with it, and the size of this thing. I mean,
and get chocolate cake.
And then we might have some room for chocolate cake or whatever dessert we pick. But I think we could come here on a date night. I mean, we now have extras to bring home to our son Micah, but we could still come up here, pay the same amount on a date night, have a fantastic steak dinner together, and I would be very happy to split a meal here with you. But that's going to wrap up our look at the Alamo Steakhouse in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you have ever been here, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite thing to order here? Or if you are going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, we recommend you remember the Alamo. It says that up on the wall, but yeah, this place is definitely something you could add to your itinerary. Come here, whether it's just you and your spouse or your whole family, and have a fantastic meal. If you found this video helpful, enjoyable in any way, hit the thumbs up button down below. That's gonna wrap up this video. Until next time, we'll see you on the next adventure.
Let's make this the fastest intro we ever done.
Oh,
it's freezing.
It is cold. Streamed broccoli.
Streamed broccoli.
Streamed broccoli. Steamed. It's a YouTube thing. You're thinking of live stream.
Yeah.
All right. Brie ordered a sparkling water as far as whistle wetters.
I don't know. It just sounds funny.
Yeah.
Whistle wetter.
Whistle wetters. Not a primer. I'm just not a primer.
You have like a dad joke.
No,
you're turning your phone so I don't see it. You're coming up with some kind of dad steak joke, aren't you?
These ones are not that good. Why'd the steak leave its job?
It was overdone.
It was burnout. Why did the steak go to therapy?
It was feeling rare.
It had beef with everyone. But you didn't say that. You just said, what did one steak say to the other?
How does the joke go?
The joke goes like this. There are two steaks on the grill. One steak says to the other, we're on the grill. And the other steak says, a talking steak. That's how the joke goes.
That's why they call it dad jokes and
Yeah.
not jokes.
Salad would be a great set stick.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Y'all enjoyed?
Wow.
I'm impressed with the beef. I'm impressed with the beef.
You're killing me.